Hello, fuckos, and welcome to this episode 63 of the Chris Hunter Comedy Podcast with me, Chris Hunter. Hello, how are you doing? Are you well? Have you had a good week? Sorry if I sound a bit flustered this week, folks. I am in quite the hurry, so this might be quite a short episode, I'm afraid. But I'm here nonetheless. Never too busy for you lovely folks, except for the times that I am. And for those, I always apologise. So what are you going to do? Do you want to fight? I don't want one. Yeah, it's been a good week. Been a very good week indeed. It was Charlie's birthday, the day after the last episode. So happy birthday, you old lady. Yeah, she's old now. We went to watch the Book of Mormon in Manchester, which was freaking spectacularly awesome. It was just as good as the first time, if not a little bit better. Last time we saw it in London, in the, whichever theatre it is that, you know, the one that it's in at the moment, that Mamma Mia used to be in. And now it's the Book of Mormon. And anyway, they went to Manchester. They're doing a tour. So we went to the Palace Theatre. We had cracking seats. And it must have been something in the universe, something in the ether that knew it was Charlie's birthday. Because I'm sitting there watching this show, as you do. And then during intermission, I recognise a face. And I said to Charlie, "Isn't that Fizz of Corrie?" Now, I don't watch Corrie. I used to years and years ago when I was a kid, because I think my mum watched it and I would watch it as well. You know, it's on the family TV. It's what you do. And obviously Fizz was in it back then, so I recognised her. And then Charlie said, "That makes sense," she said, "because such a body over there looks like such a character, and that looks like such a body, and that looks like such a body." And it turns out that the Corrie cast were on an all-out outing. It looked like it was somebody's birthday. One of the cast was wearing a shiny tiara, which, you know, it's always a good way to blend in. It's rock a tiara. But you know what? It's a birthday. Let her do what she wants. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. So Charlie got to see, she didn't meet any of them, obviously, but she got to see a bunch of people that she likes to watch on TV, which was nice. You know, she didn't seem that over-enthused, but I'm sure deep down she was screaming like a little fangirl. But, you know, I can't speak on her behalf, can I? I don't know exactly how she felt. That is the mystery of the woman. We will never fully understand them. They are a mythical creature who stays around for the money. I joke, of course. I'm joking. Don't worry about that. I'm just a bit flustered. Right, yeah. So the Corrie cast was there, and also my friend Sol was there, which I didn't know he was there till afterwards, but apparently he was, which is awesome. And I really wish I could have bumped into him. It's Sol from the Diminishing Returns podcast. You folks might remember I've been on it a couple of times. It is a brilliant podcast where they talk about films in funny, humorous fashions, and they also come up with a spiritual successor. They come up with like a sequel idea, hypothetical sequel idea at the end of each episode for the film that they're talking about, which I think is an awesome plan. It's a good thing to do. But yeah, so he was there. It would have been nice to speak to him, but obviously I didn't know he was there till afterwards when he said on Facebook, "Wait, you were there too?" Yes, I was. And it was awesome. Yeah, and we went to the Crazy Golf as well. We went to the Trafford Centre because the plan was, right, we booked a couple of days off, have a nice couple of days together. Just in the middle of the week. It went quiet everywhere else, you know? So we were going to go watch Book of Mormon on the Wednesday. And then we were going to go to Chester Zoo on the Thursday, which we always try and do around Charlie's birthday. 'Cause it's a good time of year to go. But then, of course, old lady pee from the sky, the bloody weather, it was pouring down again. So we didn't go to the zoo because I didn't want to get sick walking around in the rain all day. I don't mind a bit of rain, but when you're in it all day, you run the risk of getting ill. And neither of us are really in the mood to get ill. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody is ever in the mood to get ill, if I'm quite honest with you. So yeah, instead of going to the zoo, we decided to go for a walk around the Trafford Centre. Now, it's quite similar in the fact that you are looking at creatures you can never comprehend, and there's too many of them, and it's noisy and such. But it was actually a nice little day out. We haven't been there for ages. We used to go there quite often, pretty much every week. And we haven't been there for months, so it was nice to have a wander. We went to game, we looked at some stuff, we had some stories. It was nice, a nice little time. And most importantly, we played Crazy Golf at the Crazy Golf thing that's up there by the Laser Quest. I forget what it's called, but it's a cool place, and you'll be happy to know, and I am happy to report, that I whooped Charlie. I beat that woman senseless at Crazy Golf. I wasn't expecting to, I'm not going to lie. I got 3 holes in ones throughout the whole play. I thought I wouldn't get one. So 3 was definitely a nice little surprise for me. Because for a while it was super close. Like I was 2 ahead and then she was 1 ahead and then I was 2 ahead. You know, it was back and forth for ages. And then I started getting a couple of hole in ones and boom, that gap got bigger and bigger. And I'm happy about that because I never win stuff. So it was nice. It was a very nice change. But yeah, speaking of nice things, Jack and Lucy came to visit. My brother Jack and his lovely lady Lucy. They came to visit, which was awesome. I love seeing those guys. It makes me happy inside. It makes my heart a flutter. But of the morning Jack came to visit, he actually did his first radio show. He was on BBC Radio Sheffield doing the morning, like today's topics type thing. So that was really cool. Apparently it went well. The lady he was doing it with was really nice. And so hopefully he'll be doing more of them. If so, I'll keep you guys posted about when they are and how to listen, etc., etc. But yeah, he came to visit. We played video games. But of course, the first thing we did, we went for our burger of the week. Except we didn't get the special because it was a little bit spicy for us. But that doesn't matter because the whole menu is freaking delectable at, you guessed it, my favourite place, Cafe at the End of the Universe. The place where burgers are put on such a heavenly pedestal because they are freaking delicious. I got myself the 3 amigos, which is halloumi with halloumi and halloumi, and some sweet potato veggie burger thing, but it was super, super delicious. Jack and Lucy I think Jack got the Kevin Bacon, which he said it had the word bacon in it, so he bought it, and that's the way you do burgers, folks. And Lucy got some other bits and bobs. I can't remember exactly what she got now, but either way, they were over the freaking moon with their food. I've never seen two people so happy to be eating. And yeah, I'm glad, I'm really, really glad that they enjoyed it so much because they always do. I'm pretty sure they don't actually come to visit me. I'm almost certain they come to visit Cafe at the End of the Universe and Dark Side of the Spoon. After our burgers, we had waffles. We all had waffles. We thought it would be fancy. We'd all get a little bit of waffle action going on because we saw that they've got a new waffle line at Dark Side of the Spoon. And we were all like, yeah, I want in, bitch. Give me them waffles. Give me them waffle. So yeah, I got myself a Vanellope von Schwyz, which is delicious. It's like, what is it now? It's a waffle, big old fat waffle with sweets on it like Haribo Star Mix and some crushed up Oreos, some rainbow drops, bits of raspberry sauce, a bit of ice cream. Oh, it's delectable. It's bloody good. And the new waffles, yes, 5 stars from me. I love it. It was such a good time. We had a cracking time there. Everyone left with huge smiles and even bigger bellies because we were super full. So yeah, we went and had a walk around Warrington for a bit, which was really nice. Warrington isn't really nice, but having a walk with Jack and Lucy, it's nice to have a little chitty chat, a little catch up. And yeah, it was just great to see them. And whilst we were in Warrington, I picked up a new purchase that I actually bought something just before the show when we were in Manchester on Thursday, but I bought it from Shoe. Yes, I bought some new trainers and I bought them from Shoe. And I thought, you know what? Well, actually, Charlie thought, instead of getting them now and having to carry them to the show or put them back in the car, how about we just get them sent to the Warrington store and we'll pick them up on Saturday? And I said, damn it, woman, that's a good idea. So that's what we did. We did that. Sorry, I've just popped the audio there. Yeah, that's what we did. And I picked them up on Saturday and I've been wearing them for the past 2 days and I love them. And boy, can I tell you, these shoes are loud. And by loud, I don't know if you folks use the expression loud when describing clothing. I assume so. I assume everyone does it, but it might just be, a closer person thing. I don't know. Do you people say loud when you're talking about clothes that are sort of aggressively obnoxious? But anyway, these trainers, I keep describing them as something that my mum probably had in the early 90s. They're basically, if you imagine the white trainers, but with fluorescent, and I mean fluorescent pink, yellow, and turquoisey greeny blue, and they shout, "Look at me! I have shoes on." Now, I'm not an attention grabbery kind of person, but I do like really loud stuff. So when I saw these, I actually saw the grey variant first, which I'm still going to get at some point, but I saw just above the grey variant, hey, the white variant. It's me, the white variant. I'm on sale for just half the price. So I said, yes, I prefer the grey, but I'm going to buy you, Mr. White Shoe, because you are on sale. And my heart is controlled via the amount of pennies you cost. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. They're super comfy. They're New Balance, which I've not bought for ages. I used to love wearing New Balance. So yeah, super comfy. My other shoes, I love them. They were, what were they, Converse All-Star? Red and pink, which I love me some pink shoes. But yeah, they started to let the rain in. And you know what it's like? You don't want a soggy shoe. Nobody wants a bloody soggy shoe, especially when the shoe is made out of suede. So it doesn't really help in the rain, does it? It buggers the job up. Proper buggers the job up. But I also saw some other shoes in Manchester, which I almost bought by a company called Irregular Choice. They normally do weird women's shoes, but I didn't know they did men's shoes. And these were, oh my God, these were like, they were bright pink with a blue trim around the bottom, and they were pearlescent. They had like a mother of pearl thing running throughout it, and it looks so cool. They had them in black and blue as well. And I was very, very tempted, but I didn't get them. But you know what? In the future, I might get them. Whenever we finally sort wedding stuff out, I might get them for that. I don't know yet. But yeah, other than that, I've been pretty busy. I've been working on my scene like a good egg. You know, I said last week that I'm doing my own version of the ArtStation Challenge because I want to get a project finished. Well, it's actually going okay so far, which I'm really surprised about. Yes, I'm a tiny bit behind schedule, but the schedule that I've given myself is really, really ballparked. There's no specific information. It's just, okay, try and get this done for this date, try and get this done for this date. It keeps me roughly in check, you know what I mean? So I'm running a little bit behind on that. But to be fair, I'm looking at the list of to-dos now. The list of to-dos, folks, not the to-do list. I'm looking at the list of to-dos now, and it's not too extreme. So I've got a few bits I need to do after this podcast, hence me rushing through it. But yeah, so it's going well. If you want to keep updated on what I'm doing with that, you can do. It's on my ArtStation. If you just go to artstation.com and look me up, Chris Hunter, you'll find me on there. My lovely artwork on there, on the blog. That's the bit you need to look at. But anyway, other than that, in my spare time, and which is very little and very limited, basically in between working on the scene stuff, I've also been working on our first video for Stadia Connection. I think I told you folks last week that we're going to be starting a new YouTube channel about the Google Stadia connection. So it's going to be, reviews, leaks, information, all that kind of stuff. So we're currently making our first video for that. I've got a rough first draft done, but it's only a couple of minutes long. So I'm going to have to do some tweaks, add some extensions in, get some longer clips going. It won't take too long to do. I might do it for an hour later just to, break the monotony of working on the library scene for a little bit. But to be fair, I'm actually really enjoying working all day at work and then coming home and doing the same thing but in a different scene, because I feel like a professional. And I know that sounds daft. I know it sounds weird. You're saying, oh, but you've been a professional for years. Yeah, I know. But it never sinks in. The reality of being in the industry that you've always wanted to be in never really sinks in. But it's starting to feel like it now. Like I'm starting to feel like people might come to me for advice one day. You know what I mean? So it's going well. It's going pretty well indeed. Also, I got asked to my first stag do, which I'm going to at the end of July. I normally avoid stag do's like the plague, but it's a good friend, and I'm willing to go for him. It sounds like a fun day as well, to be fair. I'm probably not going to be drinking much, if anything, but it's going to be a giggle. There's going to be darts, apparently. There's going to be karaoke. There's going to be shuffleboard, which I've not played shuffleboard since I was about 10. And there's... what else was there? There was something else that was cool. And I can't for the life of me remember what it bloody well was. But either way, it's going to be a nice day, I think. I think it'll be a good old fun time. So, yes, I'm actually looking forward to it. And I'm a little bit nervous about going to Manchester amongst all the drunkards and such. I don't do well around drunkards. I don't trust them. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'll keep you all posted anyway. That's not for a month or so anyway. So you'll hear more about it during or after said events. But yeah, folks, I'm going to have to leave it there for this week because, as I say, I'm a very busy chappy. But if you like what you hear, if you like me, if you want to help this podcast grow and you want to hear more, then do me a favour, just share the podcast with your friends, tell them about it. Give me a quick review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. 5 stars, 1 stars, doesn't matter. Just your honest opinions. And yeah. Tweet me if you got any information or any questions or whatever. I'm on social media. I'm on all of them as Chris Hunter Comedy, apart from Twitter, where I'm at Chris Hunter Com, which is short for comedy. So, thanks a lot for listening, folks, and I'll see all you beautiful barstools next week. Bye-bye now.